The Sooners are making moves on the recruiting trail, and they might have identified one of their top defensive line prospects, and his stock, it's only continuing to rise as the 2025, really, the initial rankings for the 2025 cycle are getting underway. Thank you for tuning into the PG Show, where we talk about all things Oklahoma athletics. Would love to have you guys be a part of it. I'm trying to get to 250 likes, so hit that like on this video. Let's get to the 250 goal, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. But today we got to talk about a guy by the name of Trenton Wilson, and you guys might have heard me talk about him before on this podcast, especially after Oklahoma initially offered him. But dude is straight talented. He got the offer from Oklahoma on January 23rd, announced Oklahoma to be in his top 8, announced that he was going to be at Oklahoma on the March 9th Future Freaks or Junior Day, whatever you want to call it. But when you look at some of the top defensive linemen in the country, Trenton Wilson's on that list. And his stock is really rising as these initial rankings are coming out. And you would expect that there's a possibility that Trent Wilson, by the end of the cycle, could be a 5-star. 6'3", 270 pounds, out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I know a lot of people are going to look at this and go, well, wait, hold on. Isn't that an Ohio State or a Penn State battle based on the location? Normally, you would say that. But something Oklahoma has in their pocket that not a lot of people are really paying attention to or really thinking about when it comes to the recruiting trail as of late is going to be the SEC logo. Oklahoma is in the SEC. They are playing against the best of the best competition, and they're going to start competing for guys like Trent Wilson. And you can see it here on his offer sheet. Just right at the top, you see Alabama and Auburn and Florida State. He has a total of 27 offers. And he's going to probably get a couple more, even though he's announced the top 8. He attended Florida State's Junior Day on January 27th. He went to Penn State's on January 20th. And obviously, when you look at the visits, and you look at everywhere he's been, 6 times to Penn State, 3 times to Maryland, twice to Ohio State. I get your concerns. But I look at it and say, Todd Bates immediately came into this recruitment and actually went out to visit Trent Wilson. I want you guys to think about that for a second. He went out to Maryland to visit a prospect in the backyard of Penn State and Ohio State. He's making moves. He's doing what he needs to do to be able to go out there, develop, and create relationships. And Trenton Wilson has even talked about it on record multiple times about how the relationship with Todd Bates that is being developed, it's strong already. And he's only had that offer for just under a month. I mean, I look at this prospect for Oklahoma. If they can land him, if you're an Oklahoma fan, with what you were able to get in the 2024 cycle and what you might get here in the 2025 cycle, where, listen, the talent, it's not as deep as it has been in previous cycles, but it's there. You're just going to have to go in a little bit harder, right? You're not going to be able to fall back on a plan B or plan C option. But you look at Trenton Wilson and you look at his film where he's quick off that line of scrimmage. He disrupts backfields. He causes disruption in those plays, blows them up, right? He's able to bring the quarterback or whoever the ball carrier is down. You see those type of plays and you know what kind of impact he could have on an Oklahoma defensive line alongside the likes of a Jaden Jackson and a David Stone and many others. So just wanted to make a quick video here about this prospect for Oklahoma. Obviously, he's going to be on campus for March 9th. So we're going to have to kind of gauge where that relationship is at after he takes that visit. But if you're an Oklahoma fan, you're excited about maybe potentially landing a kid like this because he would be an absolute game changer. He would be a perfect complement to David Stone and Jaden Jackson, not to mention whatever you have on the edge, which I think that's also an underrated take here. Trenton Wilson might be able to play edge for Miguel Chavis, but he's going to load up here in the 2025 cycle with some other elite guys there too. So guys, if you have not already, hit that like button. We want to get to 250 likes on this video. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're making a lot of OU content, and I want you guys to be a part of it. I want you guys to be a part of this community, and YouTube wants you guys to watch one of these videos. So make sure you tune in to one of those